flexibility. He says tonight you'll see a more agile fighter. We welcome Paul Buentello back to the octagon. Our tale of the tape for this, our first fight of the night, is brought to you by the only motorcycles worthy of being in the octagon, Harley-Davidson. Buentello, 14 years older than Struve, 9 inches shorter, and there it is, that 83-inch reach for the 21-year-old. To get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the FedExForum in Memphis, Tennessee. And now, it's time to begin our first bout of the evening. 3 rounds of fighting in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 3 losses. Standing 6 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 247 pounds. Fighting out of Beverwijk, the Netherlands, Stefan Skyscraper Struve. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 25 wins, 10 losses. Standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 255 pounds, fighting out of San Jose, California, Paul, the Headhunter Buentello. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Bergliata.
Dan Bergliata, our referee for the first fight of the night. Stefan Struve, Paul Buentello.
You ready? You ready? Let's go fight, guys.
Tonight's clock brought to you by Tap Out, an expression of combat known worldwide. Now available at tapout.com. 6'11" Struve in the white trunks.
One thing to note about Paul Buentello, I don't think I've ever seen him go for a takedown ever in his career. He likes to stand and bang.
Well, he's going to need to get inside tonight, Joe.
One of the things that Paul is very good at is counter-striking. Good kick by Struve. He's going to look to capitalize on any openings that Stefan leaves. It's kind of really hard for him to reach that chin, though, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Paul's got double underhooks. Stefan Struve pulls guard on him.
Buentello at 35 years old. Thrilled to be back in the octagon, but he knows if he's going to make a run at the top, he needs to make that run right now. Oh, there's the uppercut
by Struve.
From Struve. It's a tough kid, and as you said, he's still growing into that 6'11" frame at 21 years old.
We've really seen him improve, Mike, and he's the kind of fighter that, you know, you don't see him for 6 months, and you see a new fighter next time you see him. And he's got Buentello down and mounted.
Trouble early for the headhunter.
And if Paul rolls, he's going to take his back, and he does. He's got a body triangle here, Mike. This is bad in and of itself. You can tap a guy here.
Those long legs
Ivan
again,
Salaverry
Joe.
tapped Tony Fricklin with the body triangle, especially if he can flatten him out.
I mean, wrench Tony's back.
He's pulling on his jaw here. What he wants to do here, Mike, is he wants to get Paul Buentello's belly down onto the floor. He wants to flatten him out, and that body triangle is tremendous. It's cutting off all of his breathing. It's squeezing his internal organs. It's a terrible place for Paul Buentello to be right now. And with those long legs he's got, he can really secure that position and hold it. This puts a lot of pressure on the spine of Paul Buentello. And if he really arches his back down and flattens him out, even more so.
13 career wins by submission for Struve, trying to tee away on the headhunter.
He's making Paul move. Paul's got to do something here. But the problem is, if he lifts his head up, he gets caught in the choke. He can't turn over because of the body triangle. He's in a real bad spot here, Mike.
Struve is being patient too, Joe.
And Struve is going to flatten him out here by going under the arm. Look at this. There's a lot of pressure right now on Paul's spine. Let me tell you something, this hurts like hell.
Struve looking to end it here in round 1. There it is, he's got his back now.
He's got his back. Wow. And Paul's breathing hard.
Just trying to survive, Joe.
Struve's trying to sneak that arm underneath the jaw, and Paul wants to turn over and wind up in Stefan's guard, but that body triangle is keeping him from doing that.
And as you said, that not only you have a guy all over you, but you got the body triangle taking away all your breathing.
Well, the only good thing for him right now is that the body triangle right now is the foot that's on the floor, and that puts a lot of pressure on Struve's ankle, and it keeps him from squeezing it as much. Now he's okay because the weight's off of it, but he would like to roll towards his left hip to take the pressure off of his ankle on the right side.
90 seconds remains in the round.
Struve working really hard for this rear naked choke. Oh, now he's going to go palm to palm.
Trying to finish Buentello. Buentello's still got his chin in there trying to crank the head out, Joe.
Well, Paul's got real good submission defense. He's a real seasoned veteran. He knows what to do in this situation. The problem is he's got to try to improve his position. And Struve is just not letting him. He's trying to go under the chin now with an S grip.
Buentello's maybe his only hope to get this back to the feet is to survive the next 53 seconds and get to round 2.
All right, now he let go of the body triangle. Paul forced him to do that, which is good for Paul.
Man, he really wants that submission.
But Paul's got to take advantage of this opening here and turn towards him, and he does.
Buentello now in top position. 30 seconds left in round 1.
Now we got to wonder, are Stefan Struve's legs gassed out here? He's looking for an omoplata on the right arm of Paul Buentello. See how Paul is putting that arm on the mat? If Struve overhooked that arm and trapped it in place.
I mean, this is where Struve and those long legs is so dangerous, not just on the feet, but in the ground game. You can't teach 6'11", plain and simple.
That's a good way of putting it. And, you know, he can catch triangles from all sorts of places.
Headhunter survives.
He went double Sakuraba on him. And here we see the long reach of Stefan Struve. Look at this uppercut. From way across town. Ba-bam! Let's hear that in real time. Oh! Again, Paul Buentello, though, can take a good shot, but he spent most of that fight with Stefan Struve on his back, and you got to think that cost him the round.
Do you hear me? You need to press him and go to work, Paul.
He's out of gas, trust me.
Hit this kid.
So hard to get
Dana White tonight, tweeting all the great fans around the world. Twitter.com/Dana White. Thank you for everyone who is participating on Twitter and keeping Dana busy.
This is your world. This is your world,
I'm on Twitter every day.
Come on, Paul.
JoeRogan.net. DOTNET.
At MFG16.
Seconds out, guys.
I know that you know that.
Send him some love. All right, now Paul Buentello has got to figure out a way to get past this long reach of Stefan Struve on the feet and on the ground. He's got to solve the riddle of Stefan's ground game, which has been very good in the first round.
You ready? Let's go fight.
Here we go, round 2.
Now, Paul's corner was telling him that Stefan Struve is exhausted. They were telling him that he's gassed out, that he tried too hard to finish Paul, and he's got nothing left.
Looking to set up that head kick.
There's a right hand by Buentello.
It's the legs that they were questioning, the corner of Buentello. If he gassed out his legs with the body triangle the majority of round 1, and he gets rocked. See, now, if you're Buentello, I don't know if you want to mess with these legs again, Joe.
Well, he's trying to bypass it.
Yep, there you go. Exactly.
Come on, let's go fight.
Look at that.
Watching, looks like he's trying to set up the uppercut again. Struve pushing forward. 21-year-old against 35-year-old.
He does look slower in this round, Mike. I think Buentello's corner's got a little bit of a point here.
The headhunter grew up in Amarillo, Texas, played football and baseball. 25 wins in his MMA career.
Buentello's got his back. But again, you know, when Paul has your back, you really don't have to worry about him taking you down. He just wants a bang.
Right.
Which is exciting for fans, but in a way, not so good for Paul. Makes him a little more predictable.
Well, just in time for the holidays, the Ultimate 100 Greatest Fights in the history of the UFC, now available in their entirety in a multiple disc commemorative box set on Blu-ray and DVD at all Best Buys.
Struve has dropped down and gone for a leg lock, but he does not have the right leg, the left leg rather, and the right leg intertwined together. He doesn't have the left leg locked over. What Paul's got to worry about is him turning this into a heel hook. He's going for a footlock now. Paul's showing some good defense.
Buentello 5-1 since we last saw him in the octagon, Joe. 4 knockouts, TKO victories.
Now, in my opinion, Paul's got to think about points here.
Yep.
You know, I mean, even though he's down, he might consider just passing the guard and staying on top just to try to get points in the judge's eyes. But he decides to go right back to the feet.
Buentello's only career loss inside the octagon, title fight. Mohegan Sun, UFC 55 to Andre Arlovsky.
And he got struck by lightning in that fight.
Yeah, he did. 15 seconds in. Got to watch those long legs in this position, too. That knee, Shemi Silch style. Oh, big uppercut. Hits you in the jaw quickly. Struve is rocked. Struve came in, kind of playing around for a knee. Buentello answered.
Yeah, let's see how Struve's legs are when he gets up.
Again, Buentello pushes forward.
Struve's just standing there.
No, you know what? The corner of Buentello, as you said, Joe, might have been dead on.
Paul connected with a left hook there, and Struve with an uppercut. Paul's got the plum. He's got the Muay Thai clinch.
Buentello catching a quick breath. Big right hand by Paul Buentello. Originally, Buentello was to fight Todd Duffy, who set the UFC record 7-second knockout in his UFC debut, the Canadian. Now it's Struve who connects. Oh, again.
Paul times that charge. Oh,
they're teeing off. You can see that knee of Stefan Struve all the way from Oxford, Mississippi, and Buentello's just waiting, and boom. Twice he's hit him with the right. Body shot.
Body shot by Buentello, and Struve comes back with a couple punches of his own.
Struve trying to wear out the headhunter.
Oh!
They're swinging away for the fences. And a smile on the face of the kid from the Netherlands.
Paul just took a big, deep breath.
30 seconds remains in the second round. Putting on a show here.
Let go of his shorts. 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds.
Uppercut.
And here is the big right hand by Paul Buentello. Struve charges in. Buentello catches him in mid-air. Look at this again. And look at the legs just give out.
And then they just went for the finish both men, Joe.
There's a beautiful body shot, and then Struve comes back. And this exchange was just madness.
Haak hem. Ik wil dat je hem haakt, hoor je me? Hè? Stefan, je moet niet blijven staan. Ik wil dat je hem haakt.
He got
neus in
rocked
mond uit. Herstel,
in round 2.
Slokkie,
You know, this
slokkie.
fight could be anybody's fight,
You need
Mike.
to stop. Let's put
I
this
would
kid away
agree.
and go home. This is your time. You hear me?
Come on, Paulie, wake up, baby. You got
Paul made
you
a
gotta
wise
wake up, bro.
choice.
You've done harder in the round.
So go ahead and
You've
keep
done
it on the
10,
feet,
12
not mess
rounds.
with those
Let's
long
go.
legs,
Deep
not
breath.
mess
Deep
with the
breath.
ground
This is your
game.
world.
You know what I'm talking about. Come on.
Deep breath. Give me a deep breath, Paul.
Paul
Fight your ass
looks
off. This is what we're here for.
exhausted.
This is what we're
Absolutely.
here for.
But he's got tremendous heart, Mike. He's going to gut it out. Stefan Struve doesn't look nearly as tired. He looks fairly fresh. Not breathing as heavy.
That's right. Small piece of teeth in my beer. See it?
He's got a piece of his teeth in his mouthpiece.
Hey,
Ouch.
Doc.
So they'll
Get the doc,
attend to
get
the
the doc.
mouthpiece.
The doctor.
Buentello, 6'2", 235. His wife, as we mentioned earlier.
Is he going to do
He's got a
surgery
piece
on
of
that
tooth
piece of
stuck in
tooth?
his gum.
He can.
We can get out with tweezers or something.
5'6",
A piece of his tooth.
118-pound Stacy, a baggage handler.
All right. Here. It's gone. Put that in. Let's go.
Got
Let's go.
it out. There we go.
All right, let's go. Turn around. Let's go.
How
See?
casual.
You ready?
Good
You ready?
surgery.
Let's go fight.
That's an MMA fighter for you. Oh, I lost a piece of my tooth. Can you get that out, please? Thank you.
Heavyweights start our night here in Memphis, Tennessee. Struve trying to push forward with that knee again.
It's such an advantage for him, that height. You know, it just keeps him safe.
Don't forget, it's free. It's the UFC Poker Room at UFC.com/poker. Cash and prizes including UFC merchandise, trips to UFC fights, even a seat next to the UFC Octagon girls. Register now, UFC.com/poker.
Someone is playing in that poker room as me, and it's not me, folks. I don't play poker. Nice leg kick by Struve.
And again.
Ow. Those are good, man. He's turning that hip over nicely.
Yep.
Here goes high.
And again he lands it.
Yeah, Buentello is doing nothing to stop those.
You hear the thud instead of the slap on a couple of them too, which means that shin's digging deep into the thigh. And again.
Man. Now those are going to take a lot of the spring out of the step of Paul Buentello. I don't know why he's not checking those.
Not even an attempt to check him, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that he's looking for the opening. There it is.
Buentello got popped. Can't teach an 83-inch reach. And the one thing about Struve is he does a good job of fighting tall. We've talked about it before. Bigger fighters who didn't take advantage, like a 6'6" Kendall Grove does, of his height advantage in a fight. Struve does a good job trying to keep his opponent at distance.
Oh, nice elbow by Struve.
Just over 3 minutes remains in the fight.
Another nice short elbow. Buentello still firing back.
Buentello blocked that one. Buentello in the dark trunks, Struve in the white trunks. Just about at the midway point of the third and final round. Buentello trying to bounce around a little bit on that front leg. That time he grabbed the leg. Buentello that time, after he threw that punch, kind of dropped the hands a little bit. Struve was able to counter.
You know,
Again.
Struve doesn't even telegraph that kick, Mike, and that's, you know, I don't even know. I mean, Paul's, are they hurting him? He's not checking it. He's not showing any limping. You got to think that's taking something out of his step.
Continuously, he's utilized that kick here in this round. And again. Now, Paul, that time he closed the distance a little bit, took away a little bit of the hip snap of Stefan Struve. Kind of meeting the kick, if you will. That one landed.
I mean, this might be the most we've ever seen Paul be kicking the legs.
Well, you look at how he's walking on that front leg, though, Joe. Pretty stiff leg now.
Now, that one he limped a little bit from. It's just a matter of time.
And again.
Now Paul caught it. And the fact that he put his hand down there is not a good one. That's not a good sign. Because if Struve decides to fake it and go high, that's what he does.
Yep. He doesn't have to go very high to go high. Just a quick snap of the legs and you got a head kick if you're Stefan Struve. Just over a minute remains in the fight now.
Another nice one. I mean, like Paul Buentello's looking for that chin, but it's so far away.
Even that big right hand that he connected with when he countered the flying knee, Joe, he had to utilize an upward angle to do so. Check that one.
Finally.
Yep. seconds.
Hit him again. Struve down.
You definitely need to watch the up kick with this kid.
Back up. Let's go. Up. Come on, let's go. Finish this, guys. Come on.
20 seconds remains in the fight.
There he lands.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Looking for the big finishing punch. We will head to the judges' scorecards. Great way to start our night in Memphis. Our fight replay all night long, brought to you by Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
And this is the first round where the majority of the round, Stefan Struve had Paul Buentello's back, but was unable to finish him here. And here's the second round where Paul caught. Well, that's actually not it. This is the wild exchange where they were going after each other. Before this, Paul had caught him with a pretty good right hand and dropped him as he was charging in with a knee. And this is all the big knees, or excuse me, the big kicks of Stefan Struve over and over again, working on the left leg of Paul Buentello.
Saw his ground game in round 1. Saw his stand-up in round 2 and 3, mostly his hands in 2, and the leg kicks in 3.
And this is the biggest punch that Paul Buentello landed. When Struve came charging in with a flying knee, Paul, ba-bam, caught him in midair and put him on his ass.
Boom. There you saw he had to reach high to knock down Stefan Struve, but did he do enough? Or has Struve earned the victory here in our first fight at FedExForum UFC 107, Penn versus Sanchez?
I want you both put your hands up.
Let's go.
We await the judge's decision. 35 bouts now, and now he will go to decision for the third time. Buentello. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a majority decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 29-28, and 28-28, declaring the winner, Stefan Skyscraper Struve.
That's 3 straight for the 21-year-old here inside the octagon. Here's Joe.
All right, I'm here with the skyscraper, Stefan Struve. First of all, Stefan, great fight over a tough veteran in Paul Buentello. You spent the entire first round on his back. You had back control on him. Were you frustrated at all that you weren't able to finish him in that position?
He's tough, you know, he's strong. I couldn't get a good grip. I don't feel like a winner right now. It was far from my best, and yeah, I think it was more of a draw, actually.
Well, that's very humble of you. Now, in the second round, he had caught you with a big punch. You went in for a flying knee. Let's take a look at that. How badly were you hurt here, Stefan?
I'm honest, he caught me, but I wasn't hurt bad, you know. My vision didn't blur, but I'm not happy with my performance. Sorry.
Well, it was a victory nonetheless, and we look forward to seeing you again. Stefan Skyscraper Struve, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations, Stefan Struve. Game opponent, Paul Buentello.